and that will help us as young Kenyan professionals to acquire high resolution data that's high quality.
Your Excellency, sir, the geologist hand has a copy of the line list to be flowed every single morning and a copy of a map that shows the area we are going to fly. Your Excellency, sir, the operations team is made up of myself, the flight operation officer, the aircraft technicians, the pilots, to monitor and track the aircraft until it comes safely back to the base.
Once we are base, what normally happens is the crew wakes up in the morning, goes for their first flight.
This is fantastic.
Them to produce products. On top of that, Your Excellency, sir, we have to maintain international standards, and to do that, we do what we call calibrations. And these calibrations can be done either airborne by the plane itself or by our teams on the ground. The complex textures at sea, because these instruments of ours can scan up to hundreds of kilometers into the ground. We are able to isolate zones that we can develop more to acquire economic resources in this country.
To be able to protect our Kenyan cyberspace. In fact, our main objective as cyber project is to be able to ensure that we instant fines of minor offenses. From there we'll go into project.
And you can be able to do all the things that WhatsApp does. I'll start with a chart that you can be able to make. You can be able to see that we are able to share content.
What to show you is the mobile patrol module. Each field officer, it will produce the face of the person and also other details regarding the person. And then hand over you to the finance team.
The system itself also has been built for Kenya by Kenyans to be able to help the country Kenya in
laboratory. It is already done in terms of interior design. What we are going to embark in the next phase now is coming up with equipment, and we envision it to be in operation by January 20, end of January 2021.
Phone numbers, names, documents, and so forth. Sir, Big Blue is also able to work well with other products.
As the class president of the first cohort, I'm honored to take you through our journey. So the program's main aim is to raise the next generation of cyber warriors to strengthen Kenya's cyber defense. Yes, definitely. So for cohort 1, then about very far.
Where the red dimensions are the most critical. So our quality assurance officer has to inspect and ascertain everything is okay. The standard of prototyping. We now ask when we have other tools now to do rapid inspection so that we can make a high number of parts within a short period and a cost-efficient method.
He is the best, having been subjected to extreme conditions. That has been tested by our military force.
100 meters and European market accessories. It means it can fit. So it means any accessory you fit to this weapon, it will take.
It will take.
Yes, sir.
On the left, and you can maximize the radius for a better view. Now that tuk-tuk, when it's in the street, it's just a regular tuk-tuk. Yeah, but to like the security personnel, it's they're able to get all those feeds.
So on this side we have the map display being shown on the flight control software. We're able to monitor the current position.
What?
Sir, my name is Conway. I'm from IT department.
Yet to put up for the accommodation area so that we can get the power on this side.
All the power on this side.
As we go around these projects, some of them are live. As we speak, they are online and they are being used already somewhere in another place.
I'm proud to note that the JNAM team was able to update the 469 maps done and did a fresh 377 maps, giving a total of 846 maps.
Is the distribution of all the categories of schools that were mapped during this project, and within the Internet counties, which is within the see all the attributes behind every facility. For example, in this school called Bagai Primary School, you can see the total number of students there, the number of teachers, and whether or not it is connected to water supply, electricity, and the internet.
Started by first scanning the maps, then we captured the big ones of parcels, then we captured the parcels with its attributes. Young fashion engineers, this is what we have achieved so far from Nairobi County. It was categorized as public purpose and under conventional center. Your Excellency.
Information management system. Your Excellency, sir, this is an online portal that allows tracking and management of land information. Your Excellency, sir, this portal will allow a public citizen to be able to lodge, track, and also receive responses to applications they've made online.
The desktop, we also have the web application, and finally the mobile application. Your Excellency, sir, what we have on the screen is a map of Nairobi, and we have the streets which are indicated in white. I'll try and click on one of the addresses so we have a sample of this address. For example, if I click on that, you will see a unique address for that particular parcel of land, for addresses, and also apply for addresses and verify specific addresses.
I was integrated with NTSA for the validation of motor vehicle types because this information is needed when we are paying for online services.
International social data infrastructure. And not only that, it will have some impact to the generation, since the data that has been collected for the coming generations, they will be just added. So the government is not spending a lot of money. Yes. And all the projects to access and how they contribute.
When it comes to mapping for the first time in our region, the resources that exist in our country, having come into government and been told that that project was to be done by a foreign company from a foreign country, which I shall not name, and we were being requested at that time to sign contracts of 30 billion shillings to do that work, with no guarantee that the information would purely be Kenyan or whether that information would also rest in the hands of foreigners. And we tasked these great people. And for less than 10% of what we were supposed to pay foreigners, we are almost through with the mapping of our country and with the information that is going to be held in our country by Kenyans and not being shared to us by others when they think this is when they need to know this is when they need to know that. We will know from water to gold to iron ore. We will know what our ground holds. And this is what will give us the opportunity to be able to develop that in the best interest of 50 million Kenyans. Kazi hiyo imefanywa na hawa wenzetu hapa. One might wonder, why did I decide that I wanted this event? I had personally preferred to wait until next year. But after watching and listening to certain individuals speaking out of total ignorance, and I'm sorry to say that must also include some members of the Fourth Estate, and to hear them talk about, Germans coming to do Huduma number, I don't know which contracts being signed for I don't know how many billions. So I decided it's important I bring you so that you can meet the Germans. These are the Germans that so you can meet them in person and ask them all the questions that you have. Because it is these brilliant young men and women who just with a little bit of financial support and using their ingenuity have helped us to develop a platform that allowed us to do our census and deliver the results of a census in record time until we have countries from all over Africa, including Europe, wanting to know how did you manage to develop that system. These are the Germans that did that work. When we had work done to develop Huduma number and create a platform where we could completely digitize service provision to Kenyans, these are the people who have done that work. Na kwenye nyinyi nyote ambao mko hapa, from our government, senior government officials who are here, as we agreed when we had cabinet this morning before we came to do the tour, it is our responsibility to first look inward, that anything that we need to do, let us first look within our borders and develop that capacity from within, not always to look out there and see which contract am I going to give to China, to America, to UK, for some company to come and do and take their expertise away. Let us use these young people. Let us keep that resource here. Let us develop their talent. Let us develop their businesses. They are the ones who will create jobs for their fellow Kenyans. Tuende na tuhakikishe ya kwamba each one of us looks within their respective agency, their respective ministry, and see how you can take advantage of this talent that we have here, and let us retain this wealth in Kenya. Let us retain these jobs here in Kenya. Na ya pili, kwa wenzetu, najua mnapenda siasa sana. Hata labda wengine mlikuwa mnafikiri tumekuja kwa sababu nimewaita kwa sababu ya siasa. Kama ningewaambia nimewaita kwa sababu ya kazi kama hii, labda hata hamngekuja. Hata nyinyi Let us love our country also. Let us be patriotic. Let us build our country. Promote these young people. Not kila siku ni kukimbia pahali kuna press conference kwa mtu ambaye anaongea mambo hata yeye mwenyewe haelewi. Njoni muulize hawa. Promote them, promote their businesses, help them great jobs. Give them work yourselves and see what a great country and what great potential we have. Kenya's best kept secret and Kenya's best kept asset is sitting in this room right here. Na hii ni kionjo kwa sababu wengine hawa, some of the ideas that they are coming up with are not just for the security sector. Some of the platforms, ideas, and programs they're coming up with are also going to have commercial value. And we shall support them to develop their companies to become world-class companies, developing their applications, their platforms for use not by Kenyans and Africans, but by the rest of the world. So the new Steve Jobs will be coming from this country. The new Bill Gates will be coming from this country. And this is what we desire. And there is not a community in Kenya that is outside of these people. These young fellows here come from every single corner of this republic. But their greatest asset is something else also. Their ability to respect each other's talents and not question each other's ethnicity. They respect each other's talents and they work together as one team, one great Kenyan team. Hongera kwenyu nyote.